Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. I don't know how y'all spent y'all meditation Monday. I know that in the midst of my meditation, I actually fell asleep. And when I say fell asleep, I mean I went out. But in that, it was a time for me to recharge and kind of get back in tune with everything. So now, this Tuesday morning, we tuning in, we ready to go. It's grind time. We're hitting the ground running, and we're ready for the day. And especially on this Tuesday, me personally, okay, with my daytime job, as some people will call it, the 9 to 5, it's a lot of chaos right now. A lot of what ifs and a lot of questions. So yesterday was crazy. Today still a lot of uncertainty, but that is why I've created Let's Talk. So if you go on my Facebook page, you can get the link to the Eventbrite. It doesn't cost anything. It's 100% free. I want to put the disclaimer out there. I am not a psychologist or any sorts. I am not trained. I have repeated that several times. If anything, I'm closer to a sociologist. But what I am is a listening ear. When I get trained to become a counselor, I will let you all know so you can kindly pay me. One of the reasons why it's 100% free. Now, if you are in need of talking to a counselor, there are plenty of people who are out there, different organizations. They're even just running it through your health insurance, but they're providing free counseling during this time. Go on Facebook, look them up. I will try to share a few of them that I know of. The spaces are limited, just like mine is. They're actually giving, sound feedback. I am too. It's just I'm not giving feedback where it's giving suggestions of what you should do. It's just therapeutic. Like, hey, yeah. So I totally get what you're going through, and then go from there. Had a successful Monday with that. Just trying it out, and it was mostly they're just telling me how they feel about everything and just kind of venting and getting it off their chest, and how they feel like some people are taking it serious and some people aren't. That's all it's for. It's to get things off your chest, talk it through, hear yourself talk. Because a lot of times we think things in our head and it's just one thing, but when you start to verbalize it, you're like, wow, that kind of really didn't make sense. I would love to read back to this job how contradictory they have been in this whole process, because it would be so much fun. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, really, you don't know anything you're talking about. But I don't. I'm working on patience during everything and allowing them time to figure out how they would like to go forth. It's just a time where we need to tune in to ourselves and our families. We need to use more meditational methods and breathe in more natural air. May need to unplug for a minute too. I know that'll be hard to do because you want to constantly be updated, but take a few hours in your day to avoid technology if possible. So don't go on Facebook or anything. Write poetry, draw a picture, paint your house. Do something on Tuesday, on today, this day. Turn up. Cut your music on loud. Now, if you're in an apartment complex, don't do that. Some walls are thin and whatnot, and you can hear a lot of things. I'm sorry. Anyways, but definitely crank up your music and go for it. Have your own little house party with yourself. Do something, but unplug a little bit. If you're at work, I'm trying to tell you, still have your own party there, okay? They can't stop your party. But just know that you gotta get away from the technology for a minute. Technology can definitely, it's a beautiful thing, but at the same time, it's a burden and it weighs us down. Find multiple podcasts to listen to. I'm going to get this one wrong all the time. There's another podcast out there that's really good if you like a little mystery and a little murder. I would definitely try to post that one because I'm going to get the name wrong. But definitely check that out. Like, listen to some podcasts, listen to some inspirational music, listen to some gospel music, listen to some waves crashing against the shore. Whatever it is you got to do to get tuned in and to get turned up, okay? Because now is the time that we about to start crushing some goals, okay? Maybe you wanted to do a sit-up challenge, or maybe you wanted to finally start working out or making your own smoothies or whatever the case may be. Now is the time, okay? If you've been given time off, use it wisely. Use it wisely. Now, a lot of people, especially those in the educational field, are having to work from home. If you're working from home, make your schedule. Write it on the wall if you have to, of how your day is going to look. But know when to cut it off, as if you were leaving the school or the office and coming home. That's the time you cut it off, okay? Don't be up midnight still trying to find stuff because you're like, oh, but my babies. Okay, we get it. But know when to cut it off, all right? But it's time to get crunk. The Get Turned on Spotify. Highly recommend. I absolutely love it. Some mornings I actually listen to that when I'm on the way to work, right after my podcast. So it's something that you can definitely listen to. I do applaud everybody though, for those of you who are able to stay home, for staying home, because my traffic commute has been amazing. Got off at 3 yesterday, got home in record time. Usually I get home like 45 minutes to an hour later. Only reason I got home a little bit later is because I was like, I got home kind of early. I might can go and just like pick me something up to eat. And that's what I did. So shout out to y'all. But we need to also be thoughtful on this Tuesday. Be thoughtful of how other people feel around you right now. Sensitive topics. Some people do not do well with being closed in, and a lot of people are having anxiety around right now, and a lot of people are just in pure panic. This is why I need you all to just go back and listen to yesterday's, go back and listen to Monday, and take those deep breaths, okay, and breathe in the light. If you continue to panic and continue to have high anxiety, it's only going to make it worse. Okay? So you can't tell someone's having an anxiety attack or anything around you all the time. You have to be conscious of that, and you have to just be like, hey, I noticed you were breathing kind of heavy back there when we were talking about this. Are you going to be okay? Like, genuinely be there for people and look out for them. Don't just say, oh, yeah, no, I really do care about, we know the truth. So just be thoughtful and mindful of the people around you right now. And every day, even when this is all said and done, or when we're able to be back in mass population, just kind of keep that in mind. Like, a lot of people are still paranoid, and unfortunately there's still a lot of racist people out there who are thinking that, is one-sided. But the thing is, you should always be thoughtful of the person next to you. You never know how much you'll need that person until it comes down to a time when you actually need them. And then in the back of your head, you should be thinking, how did I treat them? Because they're about to give me back what I gave them. Okay. So now is the time to just dial it back a little bit and really just reach out in a kind way. okay? Say, text message, because, social distancing is real. Just be like, hey, wanted to check in on you. I know this may be a difficult time for you. Wanted to see how you're doing. All right. That's all you have to do. A lot of people really need to reach out right now. So take some time today to reach out to somebody. Okay. And you be like, hey, send them a song. I love to do that. I love to send people songs that I'm listening to that is making me dance, that makes me dance, or is having my spirits boost, or inside jokes with my best friend. Forever in this day, I will still send her the Weeknd songs, and she knows why. But send them a song. Maybe you saw a funny clip or a hilarious meme that had nothing to do with anything going on, or it could be work related, but just send them something to be like, oh, wow, somebody really thought about me today. And you'll see an actual difference. You'll notice that there's a whole mood change, and you're like, wow, I did that. So it doesn't always have to be words, because I know our communication is trash. That's all it is. We don't know how to communicate effectively, which we're still working on because it's the month of March. And it saddens me that I can't call it March Madness right now. I mean, I could, but it's going to be in relation to the sports that we do not have. I had to take a moment of silence for that. But reach out. That's your Tuesday test. I don't know what today is, y'all. Ooh, that's your Tuesday test. Reach out to somebody and just genuinely check on them. Be like, hey, I just wanted to check on you, see how you were doing, make sure everything was okay, and to, let you know that I was thinking about you. If you need somebody to talk to, feel free to call me. If you don't want to talk, you can just text me. Marco Polo, again, a great resource. Snapchat message me, let's keep in contact and just, share some good laughs. Maybe there's a movie you'll recommend on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or YouTube or what other movies? Redbox on Demand or something like that. Yeah, whatever the case may be. Binge watch the Marvel series and just send them funny clips if they're, into Marvel. I know my brother is a DC fan, so of course, I send him Marvel stuff just to make him mad. But just do something to reach out to somebody. Work on your communication skills a little bit. Be thoughtful of others, as well as turn up, okay? In your daily schedule, for the rest of your life, you need to have a turn up session. I was able to dance one early morning. This parent, she had some music blasting. I mean, it was good music too. And so I was like, hey. And it made the kids so happy. And they laughed and they loved it. And when we got in the building, I said, now nobody's ever seen Miss Davis dance this early in the morning. So just erase that from your memory. But take some time today. Shed some light. Share it. Embrace some light. Love on somebody. And make sure you turn all the way up. And tune in, because now is the time to start crushing goals, getting some work done, and knocking these obstacles out the way, okay? As always, my name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning. I am sending love and light to everybody right now, and just know that I love you from the deep depths of my heart. And as always, I will talk to you in the morning. And if you want to talk a little bit sooner, go ahead, check out my Facebook page, and we can talk from there.